Happening right now, city officials are hosting a tour of the Better Living Center to show people the space where those who are unhoused can stay to keep warm.
These services are key to connecting with people living at encampments, on our transit system, to come indoors, connect with staff, get some warm meals, and hopefully start those conversations around a journey into permanent housing. Over the last month, we've seen the number of encampments resolved in the city at about 250. So again, just essential services that we have here delivered alongside our own city staff at other places, but our dedicated partners. With that, I'd like to introduce you to Mayor Olivia Chow, who you know, to make a few remarks as well.
Yeah. It's tough living on the street. It's cold, it's wet, it's damp. And when things get wet, it gets even worse. Which is why in the city of Toronto, we are opening respite center. Every night we have 8,000, every night we have 9,000 people living in shelters. And with the opening of respite center, we will be able to bring more people inside to keep them warm. And it is good that since mid-November, that 250 folks that have been living in tents have moved indoor. And in total, this year, over 4,500 folks have moved away from tents, and we've been able to find shelter and housing for them. Shelter, of course, is not a solution. We have to build more housing. Yes, we're building more shelters. We're also building a lot more housing that people can afford. Some of those housing, we're able to have wraparound services. And hundreds of folks have moved in to these supportive housing. And from there, you can see the lives being turned around. They're no longer feeling insecure. They're finding community. They're finding stability. And their lives have now changed around. And in fact, I've heard of a few and met some, like Jason, who had been on the street for 6 years, in and out of jail from time to time. And because of supportive housing, he's been able to leave the addiction that he had behind. He's now contributing to the community, and that is what good, decent housing with support can do. It is my aim as the Mayor of Toronto to build a lot more supportive housing and also housing that people can afford, so we can move people from the streets to shelters, then supportive housing to then permanent housing. We know we can do it, and we're working hard at it. But in the meantime, there's not enough spaces, and which is why we're here again in the Better Living Center, and we have to open up respite centers for people to come in. And if you see folks that are out in the cold, if you feel so inclined, give 311 a call. Maybe we can reach out to them and tell them, especially on nights that is like -15 and it's snowing, raining, it's hard. Let us bring the folks inside. We now have open for some questions. Yeah.
Yeah, so cold start to winter. In fact, our warming centers have been open since November the 28th. In addition, we've stretched our capacity in the shelter system by bringing a couple hundred more people in. So this is great timing, you know, and thanks to Exhibition Place, the Better Living Center will open next week, and it will ramp up to 250 spaces at its full capacity. So again, just providing another important warm place for people who are outside. So we are doing everything we can to make sure we've got enough space for people. And over the course of the winter, not only within those 1,200, 1,300 spaces, we've got about 340 brand new supportive housing units that are going to come online. So again, not just about services like this, but trying to increase the flow of people off the street, out of our shelter systems, and into permanent housing, which allows us, of course, to bring more people indoors.
Province's opposition to automated enforcement. What do you think about that?
What can I say? We need for traffic to obey the laws. If they're blocking the intersections, they should be fined. We've upped the fines. We have hired more than 100 traffic agents, and the police and the traffic agents are out there giving tickets, but it's sometimes not enough. We cannot be in all the busy intersections, which is why cameras works. Whether it's speed camera or cameras that catch people breaking the law, like blocking intersections or speeding, it's important that we have drivers obey the law. And that is my priority, and unfortunately, like speed cameras, the province have not allowed them.
I just want to use this tool to help the drivers comply with the rules.
We've hired more police officers already. The traffic division and the police are working hard to make sure that drivers are obeying the law. We have traffic agents in a lot of corners, but still, we need to warn drivers, catch them if they're breaking the law. Just coming down here, I saw a driver on the different bus lane, with a bus closely behind them. The bus were going every few minutes and using those bus lane tremendously, and we need the drivers not stopping illegally or blocking the block. And we need all the tools we can, including cameras, traffic officers, traffic agents.
That's Mayor Olivia Chow there speaking inside the Better Living Center at the exhibition grounds. That's going to be a respite area for people experiencing homelessness during the winter months. You can see multiple flatbeds there for people to go to try to warm up and maybe get a meal. That's going to set to open in just a couple days.